you overheard this individual sneaking up behind you. You spin around just in time to see a gnarly-looking hooded orc. A little bit shorter, a little bit skinnier than the ones that you've seen before. More adept for sneaking. Holding 2 short swords in his hands, and he was poised, ready to strike. You spun around just in time to catch him mid-strike. So, with that being said, I believe some initiatives may be in order.
Okay.
Do it.
Every escape door.
All right, let's see what we can get out of here tonight. So far, we have Physic on a 16. Oh, look at Daleth, look.
Dang.
Yeah!
Daleth with a 22. Unfortunately,
Gonna hold my action with passion.
It was a 19. It wasn't a 20, unfortunately, but hey.
Right. Yeah.
Physic on a 16, we have our friend Rush Brinkery, who is going on the 12. Marigold on the 11. Snugs is who is Jash, basically, is going on 10.
Yes.
And we shall roll to see where our sneaky little orcish friend goes. And that was fun to get that out of the way already. Okay.
Wait.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
Maybe I rolled a 20. Who knows? In any case, Daleth, you can act first if you can. You're obviously aware that something is there because of the way they spun around, but of course, with the hulking Jash and the almost hulking Marigold, they've pretty much got that corridor filled, so you can't really see anything.
So what I'm going to do is whip out my bow, run to this corridor, and just hold my action in case something comes from this angle.
Okay, so you're going to cover the back passage.
Yeah, if anything comes that's not a lessee, I'm going to shoot.
All right.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Poor Rush. Daleth standing on his face like that.
sorry, Rush.
All right, Physic, you're next in the rotation, sir.
Muted?
So I'm gonna unmute.
Good. Good move.
I'm actually going to use my amazing smallness features to try and get up in this line.
Okay. I would say that with your tininess, you probably have just about enough room to squeeze in there between the wall and Marigold.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm I'm just gonna swing at him with my falchion because at this point I'm kind of unloaded on spells.
Well, swinging isn't going to really work. You'll have to have more of a stab with your falchion.
A very small swing in a forward. Yeah. So
A downward swipe or a thrust would work, but there's not really much swinging room, all shoulder to shoulder.
Okay, so full attack. No flank. No additional bonus. No additional damage. Yep, go ahead and do it. Why didn't it roll the 20? Huh.
Because you failed miserably.
I don't know which
rolled
one
something fun, didn't you?
Yeah.
Run looks like.
That's one. That's good.
Well, and hey, it's okay. I rolled a 1 on my first roll too, so let's get them all out of the way. Alright, your four was a 7. You must recover your position and you lose your next attack this round and move down 1 place in the initiative. Well, you don't lose an attack this round because you're out of it, but that will temporarily bump you down a spot next turn. Okay.
So basically, Marigold's big butt hit him, right? As he tried to wedge in to get stabbed.
Excuse you.
Speaking of Marigold's butt, it's Rush. He's next.
What?
All right, Spook. What would you like Rush to do? If you would rather just send it to us in message, I will repeat it. Or we'll all be quiet while you say it.
am more light.
Okay, so you basically just move a little closer. You doing a physical action, or was that just you just going to move up?
I'm gonna touch Marigold.
Yeah, there you go. See? All right.
Yes.
And I'm assuming. Well, I shouldn't assume that there's any reason for that. I was assuming there might be a spell, but All right, can you pop? Do you have the spell to populate in chat?
Honestly, I don't have the macro for
Oh,
that,
okay,
but I can
that's
send
fine.
you-
No problem. Alrighty.
Attacks miss subject 50% of the time
Yep,
for 1 round
that's fine.
per level.
I've got it right here. I just didn't know if you had it that you could actually just like pop it into chat. All right, so basically you have been touched with displacement.
Oh.
Oh.
So displacement spell, you can choose to negate it if you wish, but if you don't, which you probably don't, the creature benefits from a 50% miss chance as if it had total concealment. However, unlike actual total concealment, displacement does not prevent enemies from targeting you normally, and true seeing allows them to. So basically, if you get hit, I have to make a percentage dice roll, and if it's 50% or less, it's still missed. And that will last you for 6 rounds. So there you go.
Nice.
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty good to keep your butt alive. And it is your turn now, Marigold.
I take out my long sword and thrust forward like my fencing teacher taught me.
Okay. You lunge with the tip of your sword.
Blammo.
And I'm
That's not how he
afraid
taught me.
the stealthy orc parries
Bad
your
fencing
blow
teacher.
aside effortlessly.
Damn.
Jash, you
Yes,
and your
is-
flail are next.
Is there enough room to get by him on the left side to get behind him so I can cut off his route of escape?
If he is willing to allow it, but I mean, all he's going to do is take a half step to cut you off. So he's not stupid enough to willfully allow you past it. No.
Okay.
So if you want past him, you will have to bull rush past him.
Okay, nah, I'd probably just swing. So I'll just attack.
All right. Then let him taste flail.
Yes.
Which he does. All right. Swinging your flail overhead, because there really isn't much room to swing it anywhere else. You bring it crashing down. He brings his sword up to parry, but one of the balls of the end of this flail wraps over top of the sword and smashes him hard on his right shoulder. It is his turn to therefore retaliate. He really isn't particularly worried about Physic, because quite honestly, he hasn't really noticed Physic's there. So we're going to roll a d4. On a 1 or a 2, he is going to swipe at Marigold. On a 3 or a 4, it will be Jash.
Take me. Whoa, whoa, what is happening?
Huh? Bet y'all can't do that in roll 20. That was insanity.
That's the first time
I've never seen that happen. That was so cool.
Wow.
So apparently their dice, the dice physics that they use must be semi-realistic. That was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Jash.
Yes.
All right. Okay. He is going to take a swipe at you with the first of the short swords, and he will miss. And then he will do so again with the second, his offhand attack, which also fails to find its mark. Daleth.
Same.
All right, you continue to guard the rear. Rush, you are next because Physic was bumped this round.
Is it?
No, Rush.
Oh, it's Rush?
Yeah,
My bad.
Physic's got bumped down on the initiative because of his fumble.
Got it. I misread.
Honestly, I don't have a clear shot, so I'm just gonna hold my action.
Okay. So Physic.
Okay, swinging again. No, I don't know why I didn't roll last time, but
Yeah, I don't know either.
You got it.
You do have 3D dice enabled in your macro, right?
in the macro.
I mean, not in the
yeah,
macro,
sure.
in your options.
Yeah, enable 3D dice, automatically roll 3D dice. It should be there, yeah.
Okay. Then I do not know why I did not roll.
What does
made up for it that time.
Okay.
I don't know why there's a million of them, but there we go. But you do find your mark.
Much ado about 2.
And do
It's a solid 2.
give
though.
him a nick on the ankle for 2 points. All right, Marigold.
I try a slightly different maneuver of thrust, a little higher this time.
Okay.
That way I really pinpoint his chestal area.
Perfect.
See, and clearly it worked. That's not a natural 20, but that is a crit.
Oh, it's a crit.
All right, re-picking your target and lunging a little bit higher up. Yeah, you managed to open up a large gash across his chest. 10 points, nice. Jash.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep swinging at this guy. If I could find my... Here we go.
You quit your pants!
Oh, better late than never. Okay. I'm afraid this time he is able to sidestep the downward swipe from your blade. All right. Once again, we'll see where he decides to attack. We're going to use the same method. 1d4 random attack. 1, 2 is Mango. 3, 4 is Jash. Jash again.
Okay.
All right. He lunges forth with the first attack, missing his mark, and then does so a second time with the follow-up, which also misses his mark. Some orc assassin he is. All right, Daleth, same thing?
Yep.
All right. Fisick,
Same thing.
go for him.
And it did it again. Back.
But it did find its mark.
Hey.
Another
Actually, it's a bit-
stab into the thigh, doing 5 points of damage. You see him wince and grimace in pain as he kind of like momentarily, like you see his right arm drop down to cover the stab wound. But then, repositioning his feet, he raises his second weapon up once more. Rush.
I'm actually gonna turn and start staring at this rock over here.
Okay. It's a rock.
As long as I don't take the light away from them.
Right. No, you're doing good. Okay, Marigold. Okay, this orc is beginning to show signs of lag. He's starting to stumble a little bit. His wounds are beginning to affect him, and he seems no longer quite as dexterous and sprightly as he was a moment ago.
Perfect. I'm going to take advantage of that and attack him.
Which you would not have done if that was not the case, I know.
Right?
Unfortunately, he is not so fatigued that he is not able to parry aside your lunging sword. But can Jash seize the opportunity and capitalize on that?
Yes, Jash can.
Yes, Jash
Do
can,
it.
and that's what Jash will do. Attempts to do.
And he is successful. All right, bringing the flail down hard. This time, as he'd already used his blade to parry aside the longsword, he is just too slow to get it back up for a second time to cover his head. He attempts to bring the other one across, but moments too late. 'Tis but probably half a second between his blade and the chain, but it's half a second too long as the flail crashes down on his cranium with a loud, gratifying crunch, and he slumps to the floor, no longer moving.
I'm going to kick him to see if he moves.
He rolls just a fraction under the weight of your boot, but no more than that.
Okay. Well, he tried to kill me. So,
Well, I
Okay.
think
think
Emil,
there's other
Emil-
assassins.
Emil tried to kill me. He didn't even look over at you.
Well, the first attempt was me.
If you say so.
I do. I was the one in the back, and he tried to sneak up on me, but he sucked at jumping down. I heard it.
Is everything okay back there?
Yeah, everything's fine. We just had one little guy we had to dispose of, so
As a
we're all good to
reminder
go.
to everybody in chat, we're using dynamic lighting, so this is the sort of thing that they are actually seeing. They don't get to see the whole map like you do. They only see what their character sees in the dark. For those of you playing along at home, make sure you do not have the stream up and watching the stream, folks.
Oh,
Rolling along
Whoops.
with us.
Yeah, we don't want any spoilers for you. All right, okay, yeah. So you have downed the orcish assassin. What dost thou wish to do next? Clearly here you've got a couple of options. There's the corridor to the south that Daleth is cautiously covering with his Sidorian rifle. There's the huge, precariously placed boulder that seems to have gained the curiosity of Rush. And you could always travel back northwards and take the right fork that you have yet to explore down to.
Nope, I can't see anything
Not wrong,
anymore.
buddy.
So as the light source leaves my vocation, I'm gonna back up.
Okay.
This
Sorry.
Rush. That's okay.
I was examining the rock.
and
It's a rock.
good observation.
What if, guys, the rock was placed there by the orcs?
Yeah, for what
Clearly
purpose?
it's placed there, though, by the orcs. Who else would do it?
It doesn't look like it was naturally here.
Well, what if it was placed there to keep something out from the rest of the cave?
I say we just leave it alone.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, Could be wolves.
Something that an orc's afraid of. I definitely don't want to bother it.
Regardless, they seem to be coming from the other side. I think we might be on a cold trail here.
What
So-
if it's like a secret passage or something?
this whole place is a secret passage.
So do we go north or south, guys?
Well, do you want to at least make sure this is a dead end?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm Daleth. I'm gonna take out the longbow and stow my rifle.
Okay.
Did you check the orc's body?
No, I just kicked him.
No. Okay. They probably don't know how to read and write anyway.
Look, we'll check it especially if this is a dead end. Let's just keep moving.
I hope it goes back up.
All right. So yeah, you kind of opens up into kind of like a teardrop-shaped chamber. Let me move along for chat. However,
More like a bladder.
suddenly
Oh shit.
from the tunnel above, you hear a loud, and out of the dark comes a massive dire boar, which you've experienced
Of
before.
course!
Dire boars which you've had fun with before because they decimated your tent. However, on the back of this dire boar is a huge hulking orc with a massive warhammer and a big shield that appears to be made of some chitinous type armor, as if he got it from some bizarre insect.
Oh,
Okay,
Like
so
a large mantis.
possibly.
Initiatives.
Although this looks a little bit more like a giant cockroach than a praying mantis. All right, so yes, it comes.
Of course.
He comes thundering out of the dark.
Oh,
But not with that too. He
And the show's over.
Reflex saves.
doesn't. That's more appropriate. All right. So yep, he is hurtling down through the corridor. The boar's head is down low. All of those spines from the... a normal boar has 2 large teeth that come out. This dire boar has multiple large snaggletooth teeth that come out at all vibrant angles. All right. It is going to crash into the central line of you guys.
No time to run.
Well, not really time to run. By the time the thing comes hurtling out, it was like poised and ready for the first sign of somebody to step out. But you can make reflex saves. So Marigold, give you a reflex save to see if you can throw yourself aside at the last moment to avoid being trampled.
No.
Yeah, no. What about Jash? Is Jash more nimble?
Jash,
Jash be nimble.
Jash,
Oh, definitely not.
Jash can't jump over a candlestick.
Jack, Jank.
Hey, does Marigold still have the effect that Rush put on her earlier?
Does what?
Oh, displacement?
Displacement.
Displacement, is this really?
Displacement technically may work, yes. So I will roll that for Marigold before it actually slams into her.
Cool.
All right.
Thanks, Jash.
Okay, he is going to, as the thing comes blasting through, he is going to take a Warhammer swipe with his right hand, sweeping low in an attempt to smack Rush Brinkley. That will be the Orc's attack.
Gay.
That's rude.
I said gay, not gay.
17, what's your AC?
17 if I still have armor.
Which you would. Okay, so it is just a hit, though.
17
Does the size difference matter? Because it's on a board. So
yes, it does. He would have. Technically, you're a size smaller, so you would have a +1/8. Well, no, that's built into it, isn't it?
it's built in. Yeah.
Built into the AC.
Yeah, so no, it wouldn't, because she's already got it built in.
I was
against
asking about the
medium.
boar being extra.
No, because
small.
he's still
Okay.
swinging at a normal size target. Okay, it's a nice thought, but no, it's already built in. All
Thanks
right.
for trying, Shaggy. Thanks for trying.
I don't want Brinkley to get hit by a warhammer.
All right. The low swiping arc of the Warhammer catches Rush right against the shoulder as he swarms by, smacking him hard, and Rush is thrown against the wall.
Ouch.
All right. Okay, let's roll for Marigold first. All right, so you got a 50% mischance. If this is less than 50, or 50 or less, the displacement spell will actually save your butt in this scenario.
Come on.
Which it is!
Yes!
So, you can move yourself slightly to the side, because you weren't actually where he thought you were, apparently, and you weren't where you thought you were either. Alright, and let me go ahead and pop this up real quick. And, so we're looking at a dire boar. Dire. Alrighty.
Fucking boars, man.
Alright. As it
Like I'm
smashes
lost.
into Jash, kind of hitting him hard on the left shoulder, spinning him around for 20 points
Wow.
of damage. It almost took the wind clear out of him. It hit him so hard.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's the trample, man. Yeah.
All right. Okay. The thing comes to a grinding halt. The boar seems quite content to throw its head around and do what damage it can do, as the orc on the back side of it prepares to just wade in with his weapon and shield. Initiatives for you guys.
Okay.
Aww.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Rush.
Ooh.
Good job.
Congrats, Rush.
Natural 20!
Yeah.
There you go.
Did it.
You did it.
So Jash is actually at the top of the initiative order with a 26, Rush with a 22, Marigold with a 21, followed by a Thyssic on a 14, and Daleth with an 11. And, so yeah, Spook with the first 20 of the night. So, if you bet on the Dragon Spooker, which wasn't many of you, so those of you that don't have any faith don't get any gold. But those 2 of you that did, which is Sass and Lakajit, have monies.
Nice.
So there we go. All right,
Congrats, guys.
we're gonna roll the initiatives for the orc, and he is gonna go dead last. And then I'll go ahead and roll for the beastie, which is a straight D20. And he is going to be going on a 14. Right there with Physic. Okay, so Jash. So after this thing smashes into you, spinning you around, it's like poof, ah! Okay, what do you want to do? You are flank side with the orc or the boar. So with Marigold being directly across, you would have on if you make a regular attack or whatever, you will have a flanking bonus.
Okay.
+2.
After getting hit like that, I would probably just look back around, not happy about getting destroyed by this boar, and I would look at the orc and just try to leap up and take the orc off of the boar.
All right, that will be a grapple check.
Okay. Is there any pluses with the flanking or anything?
No, not for a grapple.
No, okay. Just wanted to check.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Damn.
And
Yes.
all right, so let me go ahead and alter that token real quick. I'm going to go ahead and split the token up so that I have a oh, not with that. I'm not.
Nice, nice, nice.
See what you done? You made it bigger.
Oops.
That time.
Right, we'll put him in here.
We did make one smaller.
You did indeed. That was a reasonable tactic. And do I have an orc with a warhammer? Somewhere I do, I'm sure of it. If not, the graphic won't be a warhammer. He'll do. All right, okay.
It's a monster.
I can't see it.
All
He was
right,
so far away, he
there
looked
you go.
smaller.
So you dive up and knock him off the back of the boar. He lands right next to Marigold. Now, technically, Marigold, he is prone and fallen next to you, so you can choose to make an attack of opportunity on him if you wish.
I choose to accept this,
That was a good tactic.
and I will do it like this.
All right.
Hey!
There's my 20.
There's a 20.
My damage.
Natural 20!
And it is a crit.
Wow.
Unfortunately,
Nice.
because of the
Shit.
abysmal damage, you didn't do that much. But hey, it still got you a 20 on the board.
I'd rather kill an orc than get a 20.
All right. Okay, but that was only your bonus action, so that didn't actually cost you your action. But you can't have any more bonus actions until the next turn. All right, Rush.
Seeing the orc fall on the ground beside Marigold, I'm gonna try to kill it instead of the boar.
Okay.
Shocking grasp it.
All right, run over and try to grab hold of it. Ranged touch attack. That's an 11, 4 plus. That's a hit.
Yes.
Prone, that's right.
Yes.
Because he's prone, so you get the pluses.
Nice.
It wouldn't have been, but that allows you to deliver 5d6 points of static electricity to ruin his day.
Yes.
19, okay, nice.
Nice.
Okay, not a bad start. This orc is clearly worse for wear before anything's even happened. Excellent tactics from you guys this time. So, yeah, Marigold, do you want to get in on this action?
Yeah, I will. I got flanking on him, so I'll continue to strike him down as he's
So you're going to use your
there.
actual attack also on the prone orc?
Yes.
Alrighty.
That's more damage than my crit.
Alright, Abel, basically as the orc tries to stand, he's got his shield arm down on the ground. He's using the shield to bolster himself. As he begins to push himself up to rise, you drive your longsword straight into his chest. He grabs it as he lets go of the axe, or he lets go of his huge warhammer. He kind of grabs the blade momentarily as it sinks into his chest. And then you feel initially some resistance as you try to pull it out, but then the weakness begins to give way, and he just slumps to the side. He is no more.
And now the boar.
Well, Physic and the boar. Sounds like a kid's. Sounds like
I
a
was
kid's
about to
book.
say that.
Physic and the
radio
boar.
station.
So Physic and the boar are going to act at exactly the same
I'll
time.
read that.
Or, so
we'll let you go first, Physic, but obviously the boar will still get to technically do whatever it's going to do this turn, even if what you do would prohibit it.
So I'm gonna pat Josh on the back here and drop bull strength
Okay.
so that he's a big, healthy,
With the
strong boy.
blessings of Obad High, in granting him the strength of a bull so that he may stand toe to toe with this beast, +4 enhancement bonus to your strength.
Got it.
Okay.
For 5 minutes.
All right. Well, Daleth, you are nearest the business end of the boar, so it is going to attempt to gore you with its mighty tusked.
Hey, that's your name.
That's my name. Unfortunately, will he gore bad or will he gore good?
Stop.
I think that's a good.
Yeah, that's good. Ouch.
All right, the huge tusks and the mighty strength of this huge beast. The creature's head slams into you. Fortunately, what the hell? Why did that roll twice? Oh, it didn't. Okay, it just looked like it did. Fortunately, most of the spikes missed their mark. The sheer force of the skull of this massive beast, though, was still enough to knock the wind out of you. 13 points of damage.
Yeah, that hurts.
There is no orc, however, to have his retaliation. Daleth, it is now your turn. You're considered point blank, so you can't, unless you've got point blank.
I do.
Okay. Then you can plug it with the longbow if you wish.
I plug it twice with a full attack, right? BAB.
Yep.
Just it's different with the rifle, but not that, right?
If you have 2 attacks, you can, yeah.
Well, not with the rifle, but yeah,
No,
with
with
the
the rifle
longbow.
you can't, just because
Am
it's just
I-
not possible with the reload time.
Am I flanked with marigolds?
Flanking doesn't apply.
Oh, with a
Yeah.
I guess melee, right? Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna shoot it twice. And
0!
How did you get 0 and 0?
He rolled a 9 plus 6 plus 3 plus 1.
Minus.
Plus-
let me try it one more time.
Minus.
I don't know quite
I
what
wanna
happened
make
there. I think you.
There we
Methinks
go.
you hit the wrong button
Wow.
somehow.
Well, there I go, and it's abysmal. But I'll take that one because it's 3 damage.
Why did the top one do that?
I think I don't know, man. Why does this 20 not roll either?
Top one
It's-
was a 21. It's adding up to 0 because it's a plus times 2. It's like, because the flanking bonus that was on there for some
Yeah,
reason.
but
so
I
it's right
didn't
now.
do the flanking bonus.
So yeah, subtract 2 from what I said doesn't.
I don't know. I don't know why it did that, but the first one
Just
clearly
do
is a
this.
load of crap. The second one, however, worked, so we'll
It's
count that
fine.
one. All right. You nick the creature for 3 points of damage.
Yay!
Okay. All right, Jash, you're up, bud.
Seeing the orc being impaled by Marigold, I'm just going to turn and just swipe at the back of the boar here.
All right. Considering it is large, you do get a +1
Okay.
to hit it.
Oh, I didn't do that either. But
And
okay.
flank.
Mattered. You've got an 8.
And
on
bonus
the
to your
second.
strength. So
Yeah, I put the bonus in the strength already there.
cool.
Move
Good.
Marigold here.
But I don't think I'm
Just
flanked
trying to-
yet, right?
You
Oh,
are.
no, you're flanked. Marigold is
We are
across from
flanked.
you.
Okay, cool.
As long as, basically how it works is if you draw a straight line between you and someone you think is providing the flanking bonus,
Got
as
it.
long as that line cuts through the target, it is.
Okay.
All right, 29. So yeah, you hit it for 7, bringing the flail down hard on the creature's back. Being so psychotic, mad, and angry, it barely seems to notice, unfortunately.
I'm
Rush.
so angry.
Hey, there was an orc riding it.
I guess.
Honestly, I'm really afraid of dire boars because the last time I KO'd myself when I touched one, so I'm gonna stay back.
Okay. You want to like back
Keep
against
the
the wall
baby
into this little alcove? What do you want to do?
No, I'm gonna stay up there because I have the light.
Okay. All right. Marigold.
If it's okay with you, I would like to skewer the beast and
Nope,
have
not
it for
okay.
dinner.
Not okay.
Mhm.
Can't
gonna
have you
do it.
killing my creatures.
Dire me,
yeah,
dire
so you
pork.
get +2 to hit and additional +1 because of the size.
Wonderful.
Ooh. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Just wonderful.
Please, I did it.
All right, you carve yourself
Nice.
a piece of boar for 7 points.
Mmm. Boar's head.
This is wonderful.
Delicious. Physic and the boar. All right, Physic, what do you wish to do?
I'm still holding a baby.
Okay, so
Oh,
you're
you got
you're
it.
playing babysitter then. Okay.
I'm gonna back up a little bit.
All right, you back up holding the infant child, which is now getting close to a year old.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yep,
Ah, shoot.
This is like the 4th day since you've approaching the 4th day since you've had the child.
Gotta start a
it
yeah,
grows
gotta start looking at
3
preschools.
months per day, and it was about
Shoot.
3 months when you found it, so it's about a year. Yeah. All right. The boar. Sorry, Dallas. Nobody else has done anything to
no.
change your situation. So
Dallas.
it is going to once again.
So I get 1 AC because it's large, right? And I'm medium.
Yeah.
So my AC is 19.
It thrashes at you with its huge head and tusks,
Fuck.
and
No.
once again finds the target.
He's gonna be down.
I'm getting there.
Not yet.
This time you felt the sting of one of the huge boar tusks that dug in. 17
Yeah.
points.
I'm at 8 health, so I'm hurting.
Yep. Yeah, you can definitely see he is like, there is some serious grazing. Some of his tunic is ripped, and you can see kind of like harsh red graze marks on his side. And it is Dallas' turn to retaliate.
In a panicked state, I'm going to drop my longbow. It's a free action. Draw my rifle, move 5 feet, and move 5 feet back and fire.
Okay, so you let the longbow go. You basically just pull the rifle out from behind your backpack, stumble back, point without taking aim, and
Yeah, it's
and
a
let the
total.
shot go. Okay.
It's a total panic. Like, holy shit, I'm getting butchered here. So I'm gonna just. Yeah.
All right. Okay. And you rolled a 20. Okay, yep. The bullet finds its mark, doing 16 points of damage. Okay, the bullet hits the thing on the forehead, but the thing's head is like solid bone. You can even see the hard bone poking through where the fur should be on a normal boar. You see the bullet hit it hard. The boar momentarily stumbles just for half a second as the bullet impacts, and then as it bounces off, the bullet ricochets up and hits the ceiling. All right. The beast still seems very active and madder than ever. Jash.
Okay, so seeing Daleth take 2 pretty big hits there, I'm gonna try to jump on its back and rodeo it to try to get its attention away from him.
All right. Now I will point out that the thing has massive spikes that are layered both
it does.
sides down its
Okay.
back. The orc was strategically placed between the two at the front and the two
I see.
behind it.
Okay.
You can absolutely do that, but there is a potential
no.
risk of impaling yourself.
Didn't know there were spikes there. Okay, then how about I...
I just noticed that it's a little high. Let me move it down so chat can see it better. I'm sorry, chat.
I just want to get its attention somehow, but I don't really know how much I can do that. Is there a way I could just maybe take like a step back and just charge at it, just to hit it, try to get its attention off of the front there? I mean, that's
Quite honestly,
that's my...
if you like crash into it,
Yeah.
you're probably gonna get less of attention than if you belt it with your flail.
All right, well then I would just
Thanks,
swing
G.
at it
Appreciate
again.
the cheer, buddy. Much love.
So we'll do the flank.
Yeah.
Additional
Plus,
attack
you're more
bonus.
likely to hit if you do that too.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not with the flank.
Yeah, well.
Is that including your flank?
And the
Yes, it
plus
was.
one?
And your
yes,
plus one?
It was. Yes,
Oh,
it
you rolled a
was.
2.
Yeah.
That was
It was- I had
everything.
everything in there.
Everything bad was in
Yeah.
that roll. All right, rush. Oh, okay. Rush is going to use his pistol to point and use it as a somatic component to fire a Melf's acid arrow. Pretty sure that's what his intentions are. I think we know Rush by now. All right. Yep. Let's see. That would be a ranged touch attack, and it's
Touch AC on a big old boy. is
that's a hit
usually-
for you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. You strike it. It does 2d4 points of damage. For 3. All right, and it will take that damage the next round also. So you'll automatically do another 2d6 at the start of your turn. All right, Marigold.
Um,
Are you
I were
content to
to
watch
try
this
to-
thing tear your poor friend Daleth limb from limb?
no, but if I run over there, will it get an attack of opportunity on me?
Only if you go more than 5 feet away from it.
Okay.
So, like, if you want to, like,
I run over there.
if you like run down to the
Sacrifice.
business end of it with your move action, and you can do that without provoking an attack of opportunity because you're not
Correct.
breaking out of combat with it.
And I cast a Cure Serious on Daleth.
All right. With the powers of
That's not
Tritherion flowing through her fingers, you are healed for 18 points.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
All right.
Good one.
Physic. You still babysitting?
Help.
Ah,
sorry, I tied my throat there.
Help, cough, help. Dying,
So-
cough.
there's this little cranny over here, and he's a year old now. So, well, he's 4 days old. So, you know, it's pretty. I'm going to take that and kind of just put him in this little corner here. Just, you know, gingerly set him down and just
Okay.
nothing out of you. And then I'm going to. Would I be able to resume and get up close enough after setting down a baby gingerly? I don't know if that fits within 6 seconds.
I would say that would consider moving over there. I mean, you were almost there. So I would say you could move over there, set him down, and move. That I would count that as all part of your move action.
Okay, so I'd still have an action after that.
I would still
right.
permit you an action, yeah.
Alright, so then I'm gonna run up to Marigold at that point and put Barkskin on Marigold to make her
Alright.
essentially an untouchable beast. Yeah, here we go. So I'll go ahead and drop that in the...
There are some in taverns that already refer to her as that.
Yeah!
Back in Azmir.
Yeah.
Why?
Why do you think?
The untouchable beast. All right, yeah. So you get a +2 bonus to your existing natural AC. It increases by 1 for every 3 caster levels. So that would actually be 1. So it's actually a +4.
+4.
Yeah, +4 AC.
Nice.
Great. Thank you.
Very nice. And that lasts for 50 minutes.
Ooh.
So this little cave encounter, hopefully,
Let's see, hang on.
as we find the Underdark and never come back.
Alright, so yeah, you got a +4 AC. It is its turn to act. Well, now it has more than one thing to choose to tear to pieces. So, 1 or a 2 Marigold, 3 or a 4 Daleth, 5 or a 6. It will be gnome punting.
No punt. No punt. No punt. No punt.
See, this is what happens when you do something nice, isn't it? You run over there, bestow bark skin on somebody, only to be smacked by a giant boar. But maybe karma will be with you and it will miss because of your kindness.
And size.
Or maybe it'll crit you instead.
Holy shit.
I've been a gnome too.
That's a crit.
Oh, Physic.
I hope that you are not too seriously injured.
I've been pretty okay. I'm glad I set the baby down first.
Oh, I'm glad you set the baby down first too.
Oh!
Oh my god.
All right.
Damn.
That puts me at -1.
Okay, so literally, here's what happens. Physic lays down the baby. He comes running over. He reaches across in front of Daleth to lay his hand on Marigold. As you see, almost like a Celestine bark begin to radiate across her body. As he does so, he turns just in time to see the massive head of this thing dig down low, and he goes flying up into the air. Smashes against the side of the rock and collapses without moving on the ground. Surely such a tiny fellow could not have survived such a mighty blow. Daleth, you may attempt to react.
Panicking anew, not because I'm near death, but because I saw Gnome get almost butchered in 2. I'm going to drop my rifle, use my movement action to draw my weapons, and get an attack off with my throwing axe. I can't do a full attack macro though, because I used my movement action. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah, no. Just roll
Okay.
the dice.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no, please.
All right, Daleth. So you,
it's the only thing I could-
you basically
yeah.
hurl a throwing axe.
No, I used melee on it.
Oh, you
but,
you swat at it. Okay, yeah, you hit
Yeah.
it for 2.
Yeah, that's all I could do because I had to draw my weapons this turn. So.
All right, okay. Jash. All right, seeing
Come on,
your
Jash.
little friend Physic slam so violently into the rock, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna swing at it again.
Flank.
Yep. And the +1.
Yep, you do have. So you get total +3. Okay, yep, you smash the thing across the back with your flail. Okay, there is the creature now. You can tell it is fatigued. It's breathing heavily. There's noticeable wounds all over its body. Surely this thing it's running on pure adrenaline at this point. Rush, you get to do an automatic 2d4 if you wish. Well, you do it anyway, whether you wish or not. It's acid. You can't choose for it not to burn. 3 more points. Okay. That costs you nothing. No action, no movement. So, do you wish to do anything else?
Yeah, check me out.
All right, and what is it you're going to do? If you're doing a physical attack, you would get a total of +1, 2, total +3.
Check Peanut.
What?
Peanut.
Oh, sorry, check BattleNet. Okay. Let me see. Oh, okay. All right. Yep. So basically, you see Rush, who already had his pistol in hand because he used it for his somatics for whatever. He dives prone to the ground, points the gun with both fingers, like between the creature's legs at his low point at his belly, winces and lets rip.
Yes.
Come on.
All right, the bullet.
3 damage.
Here's what's funny with that.
That's exactly what's the. He shot it in the ass.
Basically.
Oh my god.
Yep. It was what we could call a beautiful testicle tackle, as the bullet found the bullets of the boar. Being so seriously already injured, it only actually needed 2 to take it out. So, basically, hashtag you blew its dick off. The mighty beast
Chopped his
stumbles
body right
around
off.
momentarily, takes a couple of steps, and then collapses on its side on the ground. You see its chest raise and sink, raise and sink, but then it raises no more. It is dead.
I'm gonna run over to Rush at that Physic and do a heal check.
Okay, give me a second before you do that, so I can just alter the
Sure.
audio. So I don't want people to miss your heal roll. Okay. Okay, yeah, give me a heal check as you rush over to Physic. Okay,
Physic!
you check his pulse. Physic's alive.
Okay, I'm gonna turn to the party and say, his heart's still beating. What should we do? Should we get out of here?
All right. You've noticed that the baby has crawled over to where Physic is, and it's got its tiny hand, and it's going, ah! And it's like basically slapping him on the face. Like, ah!
Oh, it's daddy.
Listen, listen up.
Slime does 1 hit point of damage, and he eventually just kills him.
The baby clubs him to death without anybody realizing, yeah.
Listen, I
Evil
have
baby.
1 heal left. A light one, and then just a few minor ones. What if there's dozens more orcs? I don't know if we could keep going. I can't save you all anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Get him up.
Well, we need to at least get him up.
I'm just letting you know. Before I do this, it's my last one.
We don't have much of another option. If we're going to
Leave.
save him, we could leave. I mean, we just leave him here.
Well, no, not after I heal him.
Oh, right, that's what I meant. Yeah.
I'll do a cure light.
All right, go for it. All right, you were healed for 8.
Woo! Back to full.
I am going to pick up my gun and reload it while that is going on.
All right. Okay, you pick up your rifle. You notice that it's got a couple of noticeable, like, little dents on the butt where it's getting dropped on a hard stone.
Shit. I'm gonna wince a little bit and under my breath gonna go, I'm sorry. As I pat it, like try to smooth it out with my hand, which is obviously not gonna
as
work.
delicate as such things are, it's not unfeasible that if thrown down if it's dropped to the ground on a hard surface, it potentially could damage it.
I'm gonna reload it, stow it, and then pick up my longbow.
Okay.
And that's what I'm gonna be using from here on out. I'm gonna be like, so Physic, are you okay?
Yeah.
Yes, the poor little gnome still appears to be somewhat dazed.
We're in a cave. There were. We got him.
Yeah, we took care of it.
Okay.
And the baby's fine, as you can see.
Hey, little Meadow. I'm gonna pick up the baby again and just be like, did we win?
Temporarily,
Next
yeah.
encounter, but how many more are there?
Hmm?
If we leave now, what about Alessi?
Then
lose
we
her.
would have. Yeah, no, this would have been a bit of a waste of time, wouldn't it? How's everyone else doing? We're doing okay?
I've been better.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same kind of wavelength of not doing the best.
We can't leave Alessi though, right? I mean,
Why not?
because she might let us come back to the wood village.
That's it, isn't it? It's the same thing as Lady Cecilia. She might still be alive.
But is Alessi more important than all of us moving on to complete our mission?
I was just thinking ahead. Like, what if we go and we, by some miracle, save Cecilia? Having to travel all the way back, I would rather have a safe point. You know, a place of we'd be welcome.
We don't know what's ahead. Where's Jerusha?
Didn't they
see him?
Didn't they say that they weren't going to let us back in no matter what?
Alessi might.
They're not gonna let us back in if Alessi never comes back.
Well, maybe they won't let us in even if she does.
If I get to the surface, it's not a trick I like to do much, but I could maybe ask maybe ask a little bird to help out. Maybe send a message over to Caspian.
You could have done that. Why didn't we do that before we came in here?
I didn't know what was on the inside, and I didn't know how long we'd have. I figured if we took care of it, we wouldn't need to. Regretting it.
Yeah,
Look.
me too. I wish I'd known about that.
So what do we have by way of heals?
I still have this potion, but I'll be honest, I was trying to save that in case we needed Marigold back up, but if she has no spells...
I
I
have a
have-
few minor. I could
Yeah,
heal a small bruise.
Yeah, I have a couple of little pasty bandages that wouldn't do
And-
anything.
And Marigold still looks like a tree, right? From bark skin.
Yes.
And Marigold's also over there. Like,
What do you mean she's over there?
the displacement thing.
No, that only lasts like 6 rounds.
Oh,
Displacement's
that's over?
gone, but
Okay, that's gone.
the AC bonus is still good for a good 45 minutes or more.
And I can still put that on a couple. I have a few spells left myself, just no healing.
Look, what we have Marigold as a tank, Jash as a tank. What else in terms of range do we have? I mean, if we get you guys doing stuff from afar, we could ship away and, you know, keep them away from you so you don't need to be healed, Physic. You see, you stay back.
Yeah. I might have gotten a little carried away on our revenge spree there.
Well, I have to say, getting hit in the face with a board didn't do me any favors either.
Well, should we at least see where this path goes? I mean,
Could we send Jerusha?
I kind of forgot where Jerusha was.
it's right there in front of me.
She, my bad.
Yeah, of course,
I
most of you
turned the
can't
other
really.
direction.
Most of you
There
can't
she is.
see around you unless you can. You gotta literally be looking at it. Plus, he's a little tiny dude on the ground.
And it's amusing her key on her back looked like a little saddle. If they built her a little bit bigger and I could just ride her into battle, that would have been awesome. Okay.
Everybody, give me a listen check.
All right. Ooh.
I got tabs.
Yeah, I don't hear shit.
Let's see. All right, Jash and so Jash, Physic, and Marigold. You hear what sounds like slow, deliberate, and faint footsteps coming from somewhere in this direction. Physic, however, you hear that, but you hear something even quieter coming from this direction. But only you hear that.
Sounds like something's coming.
They're coming from both ends.
Fuck.
Would you use the boar as barrier, maybe?
I was.
The door is big enough that you could use it as like a kind of like a shield to hide behind to some degree, especially against ranged fire.
Could we, and then I'm going to gesture to this small little crevice area here. Could we just, like, lump it up on that and block off that side entirely?
Well, I could give it a shot.
Oh, too late.
Oh, fuck me.
All right. Yep. As you're discussing it, suddenly another brutish orc comes charging round the corner, immediately just like running straight round, seeing the massive you, just gonna wade straight in. At the same time, the footsteps get louder from the other side as another orc has closed in from the opposite angle. Unfortunately, gunshots under here ring very loud, and they brought friends.
I did that a few times already, so...
Hey, it happens. So, where are we at? Let me go
For the record,
ahead.
I'm holding the baby.
Okay, so you're picking the baby up? Okay.
I've been holding the baby for a while, yeah.
Alright, so it's basically since you were restored to consciousness, yeah?
Yeah.
You picked up.
Do we get, as Spook asked, do we get reactions? Because you hear it and I see it.
Hearing it, I would have backed away.
You basically, because you heard it, they won't get the surprise attack. So you will get to roll initiatives.
Oh shoot! Why did I move? Okay.
So let's see where you're at.
We
Physics
suck.
slightly ahead of Rush. We got Marigold, Jash, Daleth. All right, and I will make a dice roll for our orcish friends. You are going there. Okay, right. So Daleth, what can you see?
I can just barely see. There's a dude right here.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see at the edge of the shadows a large orc pulling back his bow, and of course everybody can see this ugly mug that came charging round the corner. So Daleth, you have the first action. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna scream out, Jash, get on this side of the board right now. Kind of ignoring the one to the left. Like,
Okay.
And I'm gonna fire twice at the one I see in the shadows that are priming its attack.
With your bow.
With my bow. Yes.
All right.
And maybe this time I won't roll zeros.
Let the blood.
Oh, fuck
yay!
I guess I do this while I'm also stooping down because I'm using the board for cover. Yeah, great. Yay.
All right. So they're both going to miss anyway, but let's see. What? It's been a 7 every time. Okay. So the second attack wouldn't have happened. Basically, you pull back the arrow goes twink up into the air. It stings your hand as the string grazes, and you don't get the second shot off. All right. Okay.
But I'm gonna duck low on the board. You know, I'm using it as cover as well.
All right. The orcs are going to retaliate. So seeing Jash with his back poised, the cowardly orc plugs Jash in the back.
What a meanie.
For 8 points of damage. All right. This dude has really got a couple of choices. He has Physic and Marigold. Either of you... Let's see where you are.
I'm very tall and have a sword in my hand.
Okay. Are you, like, deliberately trying to do something to draw his attention?
Yes, I'm flipping my hair
Okay, yep. So definitely he's not going to hit you then. As ugly as you are, he thinks you're attractive
kidding.
and he doesn't want to hurt you. No.
I'm looking menacing.
Okay, so you're going to try to like
Growling.
deliberately. Okay, well, being that you're so much bigger, and Physic is probably carrying, holding the baby. You can definitely gain his attention if you want to. So in that case, he comes charging in and swings towards you. Oh, that's a fumble.
Yeah! They can fumble too!
Oh, absolutely. You stumble. The orc's poor footing placement means he has to regain his balance. He forfeits any remaining attacks this round and shall go last in the initiative on the next turn. That could be valuable. Okay. Jash. Feeling the sting as an arrow ricochets off your back.
Even though Dal yelled at me to get behind the boar, seeing that I would turn around and I can't see anything. But I know it came from behind me.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to start moving in this position until I could possibly see something.
So
And
you're going to like cautiously approach, or are you going to like bulldoze
kind of-
forward and then when you see, make a beeline for it? Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what because I know it's down that hallway.
Right. Yep.
So
All
I
right.
would just
So
go
yeah,
and I
you
can see
can
him
you
right there.
basically can stumble forward until you can get close enough to where you can see the silhouette of the creature in front of you. Mm-hmm. Go for it.
And I would just swing away from my first one just because I just want to get down there and close the gap on him.
Okay.
Oh, come on. It's not selecting it. There we go.
Nice!
All right. Yep.
Okay.
You swipe with your huge morning star or your flail and find the mark. 13 points of damage to that orc. Okay. Marigold. Well, you
Yeah,
wanted the attention of the orc, and you got
And I
it.
have it. So I will lay my sword into him, hoping to do some damage.
All right.
Yay!
15 is not quite enough, I'm afraid.
Aww.
It's close, but
Preemptive.
no cigar. I didn't mean to move you. Sorry. All right. Fisic. Baby on board.
I feel weird with the baby still being there.
Oh yeah, let me move the baby off temporarily because that was only there because you placed it there.
Yeah, I feel kind of poopy. I'm in a bad way. So I'm gonna duck down in this corner here, and I'm gonna do something I've never done with Physic, because he's always viewed himself as above it. Basically, just crouching down there, I'm gonna mutter the last words of a certain spell, and then howl like a wolf, summoning a dire wolf with Nature's Ally 3.
Ooh, okay.
What?
It's
That's a
puppy time.
It's puppy time.
Puppy
Let
power!
me go ahead and populate that.
Puppy power. Oh, lordy, lordy.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, that's
And it's a dire. You can summon a dire wolf.
with Summon Nature's Ally 3, yep.
Poof! There he is.
I can't see
dire
him because I'm
wolf.
curled in front of it. Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that's not scary at all. Right behind me.
I mean, you heard Physic howling, so...
Yeah, that's also kind of creepy. The gnome I've been traveling with for
He's
days
mine,
all of a
he's
sudden
mine, he's mine.
howls.
Alright. So you have this creature for 5 rounds.
Alright.
Roll an initiative for it. Do you have the stats for a dire boar? If not, I've got them.
I'm kind of pulled up here.
Not a dire boar, a dire wolf, sorry.
His initiative
A
is plus
dire
2.
wolf has a +2 initiative roll,
Yep.
so it's d20 plus 2.
1d20 plus... That's a minus plus. There we go.
Alright.
Oh,
okay.
boy.
So, he is going... I didn't actually write them down. He's going right alongside Daleth. No, he isn't. He's going right alongside Physic and, and Rush. So, Physic, Rush, and it's actually so it's going to go right after you. Alright, you summon the creature as it appears out of nowhere and manifests. Horns and all. Okay, Rush. What do you want to do?
Okay, so this was one of the questions I had asked you about, because it's an illusion spell, but I'm
Right.
assuming since this one has its macro, it might just take it into account anyway.
Let's see. Okay, so you're casting Color Spray. If every cone of clashing color springs from its hands, cause the creature becomes stunned. Yep. It affects according to its hit dice. 2 hit dice or less, the creature is unconscious. 3 or 4 hit dice, the creature is blinded and stunned for 24 rounds. 5 or more, it is stunned for 1 round. It gets a willpower save to negate. And it fails that, so it does have enough hit dice, so it will actually be... Let's see. Yeah, it is stunned, but only temporarily. But it is stunned for a round. So it will remain stunned until your next turn.
Nice.
Okay, Dire Boar. Dire Wolf, sorry. You're up.
Looks like there's just enough room to get him to scoot in between the two with a little slinky bit of a movement.
Hey,
I can't control the boy, but...
No, there's
yeah,
enough
I'd
room
put
for
him
it
up right there.
to nip in there and have a snarly bite attack at the orc, if that's what you want.
That's what I'd like.
It's plus 11 to hit, and if it hits, it does D8 plus 10.
Do 20 plus 11.
And ironically has 45 hit points. That's a hit.
Wow.
Alright,
Nice.
the dire wolf slinks past Marigold's right side and leaps
1d8
forward,
plus-
snapping at the huge orc with its vicious, pointy teeth.
1d8 plus 10.
1d8 plus 10, yes indeed.
Oh boy, okay.
It's pretty damn hard. It's a dire wolf.
So-
Nice!
Nice.
Alright, okay, yeah, that got his attention for sure. Okay, Daleth.
Yeah, so that happened.
Actually, no, you...
Oh.
What was
Okay.
what was your fumble?
I lost
Or
my
his-
second attack.
The
Right?
last round.
And go last in initiative order, right?
Oh,
No,
was
that
it?
was that was the orc. That was the orc. Yeah, you just went what? Yeah, yours is fine. That was the orc that's going last. But not that it matters because he's stunned anyway. So, all right, yeah. So go ahead. What do you want to do, bud?
I'm gonna use my movement to get a better line of sight.
Okay.
Since Jash ignored me completely.
Hey, Jash is
And-
pissed. He got shot in the back.
That's right.
I get a fire off 1 shot because I used my movement on with my bow.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yep. The
Nice.
arrow flies past his. You're firing into melee.
So -4 to that.
Yeah. Still a hit though,
Okay.
but just for feature
Nice.
reference.
I'll add the -4 next time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yep, you find the mark. 6 points. The arrow glances off the creature's left shoulder. Okay.
Move.
The orcs. Well, this orc is stunned, so he cannot do anything. The other orc, now that Jash has closed the distance, basically just tosses his bow at Jash, who it just hits the shield and falls down. He pulls out a hand axe from his side and then tries to sweep in below the shield to hit Jash.
And the kneecaps.
16, not enough, I don't
The
think.
miss. Nope.
All right. Despite having to use the shield to deflect the bow, you're still quick enough to bring the shield down to cover your legs as the axe goes boom and thuds into your wooden shield. Jash, you're up, bud.
I'm going to retaliate against him
Alrighty.
and come back with
Let
a
him
swing of my
have
own.
it. All right, that's
Six.
just enough to hit.
Ooh.
Delivering 6 points to him. Alrighty. He is definitely looking worse for wear. Breathing heavier. Obviously fatigued and grunting in pain. Marigold, Yours is prone, so
Oh, perfect. It looks
he's
like
more than prone. He's stunned. He cannot.
He's stunned?
Let's see. Stunned.
I'm gonna get around here while I can.
Okay, so you're gonna use that to move. Let me see. So basically, because he is stunned, oh, that's not what I want. Why did it do that? Ah,
Whoa.
stupid head. Sorry. One sec. Alrighty. Go. Because he will remain stunned until the beginning of Rush's turn.
Okay.
Okay, so basically what happened is when he got stunned, he drops his shield, he drops his axe. He can't take any real actions. He's at -2 to his AC and doesn't have any dex bonus. So basically he's flat-footed and -2.
Okay.
Nice.
And he will have to recover his weapons as well.
Nice.
So you decide to give him a good tap with the longsword, do you? All right, a good tap indeed he receives then. So 7 points. Fessick.
Yeah, there's not too much I can do. I'm gonna kind of move around the backside of the dire boar here.
Best place to be, backside of a dire boar.
Yep.
A dickless dire boar.
That's why I feel safe around him.
And the fact that it's dead. Yep.
That helps. So I'm gonna kind of crouch down behind the dire board for cover against. I saw arrows happening from there, and
You're so small that you can lay down behind the side of that thing and not be seen. So you're quite fine. Is that the extent of what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm kind of eyeing the dead orc there, thinking maybe he had something useful that would help us in this bind. I don't know. Yeah, that's all this is gonna do.
Sass just wanted to point out that when creatures die, that they basically shit and piss themselves. So you're probably, as you're at the back side of that thing, there's probably various different bodily fluids that you're having to avoid. Thank you for that, Sass. We do like to be accurate, don't we? All right. So yeah, you want to do anything or just thinking about it?
Yeah, I guess that'd be a held action there.
Okay. All right. Rush.
I'm going with all of my gnomely might to grab the axe that's on the floor in front of me and go get what the fuck.
Okay.
And Goki, what the fuck? Is that like a new battle cry?
It is.
Goki, what the fuck?
And try as best I can to swing it around behind me to get it away from this orc.
Okay, so you're going to pick the thing up and then just hurl it backwards behind you?
Yeah, hopefully not hitting Physic, who just ran behind me.
Oh.
Okay, yep. So yeah, it's no problem. You can hurl the axe, picking it up and just hurl the thing behind you, no problem at all. And the orc is unstunned at this point. So it will now get to act. Imagine its surprise and alarm when it realizes it doesn't have an axe in its hand, no shield, and there's a massive direwolf breathing down on it. I'm going to make a dice roll here. Okay. With that being said, the orc is giving ground. He basically just seeing this massive thing snarling at him, he is going to fall backwards through here. Marigold, you may swipe at him as an attack of opportunity as he does so if you wish.
I am gonna do that.
Because he's not strategically retreating, he is basically backpedaling in fear.
How did the direwolf not do anything?
The direwolf will be next.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, he doesn't have his shield, so nope, you
Please,
didn't
please.
quite hit him, I'm afraid. Alright, what's the direwolf doing?
Well,
Hollow.
he's unarmed and stuff. I'd probably whistle a command to have him go jump and help the other fight, not seeing what's going on over there.
Okay,
seeing
so
that this
you
one's
don't want
basically
the
done.
direwolf to press the attack there, you want it to basically...
Yeah.
Okay, so
Leap.
the wolf leaps over the carcass of the dire boar and just goes crashing through, snarling and growling to make an attack at the other creature. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's a D20 plus 11 to hit.
Hey.
Wow.
All right, Jash. So
Damn.
you're almost bulldozed out the way as this massive wolf creature just smashes past you, leaps forward and grabs hold of the orc. As it does so, you kind of see it flying up. It grabs the orc around the neck with its jaws. With one swift and powerful swing, the orc is hurled to the ground. The thing is on top of it in moments, and you see it like rending and tearing. It's pretty clear to you, as you probably have to vacate the immediate vicinity by a foot or two, not to get spiked, that orc is done for. The dire wolf has just torn him limb from limb. All right, Daleth.
Well, seeing that happen, I'm gonna retreat backwards.
And seeing as
since-
the orc, seeing as the dire boar didn't continue to press on, then the orc finished its movement. So,
and then I'm gonna see nothing and look at Marigold and be like, "Where's the other one?"
He got away. I'm gonna just point in that direction.
Yeah, I can move like another 5 feet, and then that's it. That's all I'm doing.
all right.
I can't do anything else.
It's probably going to get help.
We can try to catch up. Can the wolf catch up?
Possibly.
Go.
The wolf only has it has 3 rounds.
3 more rounds, yeah. 3 more rounds.
So
But it has
Do
a... What's the movement speed on this direwolf?
on a dire wolf,
Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
their
50
move
feet.
is 50. They're
Yeah.
because they have.
Ooh,
I mean, they're
good.
fast and they have big strides.
Yeah. Well, if I look over there and see, because I was holding my action and see that it's down, could I
have
command
like
him to
orange
then go
traffic cones pointing in the direction that the orc's in.
Yeah, just command him to go take the other one out.
Okay, so you're gonna send it
Yeah.
down the other corridor.
Yeah.
All right. So let's see. How's this thing got for movement? Yeah, no problem. All right. Well, by the time it gets round here, the orc will have been running and will be about here. The direwolf using its full round. So the direwolf will basically get to it and have an attack, and that'll be the last thing it gets to do.
Okay.
Alright, so make an attack on your direwolf. Now, just for interesting sake, you need to do 5 damage to end this sucker.
Oh man.
So as long as the direwolf hits,
Come on.
he's done for.
I'm just imagining if it doesn't get him, he's just gonna hear like the heavy breathing, the panting of this direwolf right behind him, and then,
And then
it's
it
just
won't
gonna
actually
like,
be there.
and then he'll
Yeah,
hear, like,
so
a
plus
growl,
11
a growl, a
bites.
snatch, and then it's gone.
Plus 11 to hit, and if he hits, he can't do less than 5, so he will take it out.
Come on.
Dropped his shield.
You got him. You got him.
Nice.
All right, so Dave the direwolf does his job
Dave.
right before he fizzles into
Dave.
nothingness.
Dave's always that one person in the office. We're like, freaking Dave.
All right.
Frickin' Dave.
Hearing somewhere in the distance the gurgling cries of a dying orc, you breathe a sigh of relief as you're pretty sure that the direwolf managed to fell its quarry right before it dissipated. All right. So yeah, here you are in your little corner of the cave, and we are going to take a short break right there. So yes, indeed, the last orc falls to the ground What do you guys wish to do?
Probably I'm gonna walk forward and say, I think we should hope that Alessi is down this way, and I'm gonna point down to where Jash is standing. I think we should press on and hope we're lucky, not have to go the other way. Obviously, keeping vigilant about possible more from behind.
Yeah.
And we should move quickly. Yeah. And if it's not just ahead of us, we should backtrack our way out of here and rest.
I'm going to go ahead and give all of you
sending word to the
access.
Yeah, what was that thing, by the way? I'm guessing that was you. I'm going to point at Physic.
Yeah, see, I tend to try and think, and as I'm holding a baby and patting down an orc for anything that might be useful, I tend to try and keep myself above those kind of animalistic things. It interferes with research. I see a lot of druids in my order get a little crazy.
Yeah, but you know what it also interferes with? Us dying.
Point.
Yeah, maybe you can unleash that thing every once in a while, a little more often.
Maybe once a day. And I'm going to go ahead and...
Sounds specific, but alright.
Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and check the orc.
The orc. Okay. So basically he has a crude, but functional, albeit heavy, wooden shield. No, he doesn't. I lied. I changed that, didn't I? I changed the icon. It's like a chitinous shield. It basically looks like carapace armor that's lacquered and layered together. It is kind of sort of fairly heavy, but seems pretty solid. And he also has quite the hefty warhammer that would be a challenge for a little gnome to lift, let alone wield, for obvious reasons. He has no money of any sign or any kind or whatever. The only other thing he has is what appears to be some kind of creature-filled tooth necklace. It's basically a big necklace covered in different types of vicious-looking teeth.
Well, that's interesting to me. So I might take that and put that in my bag. The chitinous shield is too big for me, but it looks... Would it be lighter than some of the other shields we have? But still pretty...
Probably not.
Okay.
A lot of it's because it's very big. It's damn nigh a tower shield.
Okay.
So a lot of the size of it, a lot of the weight is because of the size. But I mean, it's definitely unique. It's definitely unique looking. It's probably a lot more durable than a wooden shield.
You know, kind of look at everybody like, this looks heckin' useful. Maybe Delith, you could use this as like cover while we're heading up the rear.
Considering I'm juggling between my rifle, a bow, and my axes,
you don't want to carry it.
I don't really have maneuverability to switch it up all the time.
Yeah, I wouldn't say switch it up as much as just have it something you can lean out in front of you.
I can try to carry it on my back like a turtle, but that'll slow me down.
He will slow you down a lot, because I mean the thing is like, it's taller than you are, so you'd be like it's like carrying a door for you.
Maybe on the way out, Physic, but for now.
Yeah. I was just thinking it'd be nice to have some cover, maybe from some arrows flying at us, but
So I actually had a thought.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The boar came from this direction.
Yeah.
So obviously there's going to be a pen of some sort up ahead. Would you put an imprisoned elf near your animals?
Maybe not.
So what if this direction
I can't think of a situation where I would have and then I think about Galen Firemane and I'm like, never mind.
I mean, I'm just thinking, what if she's the other way? And this way is just going to be a bunch of animal cages and maybe more orcs.
Is there any way we can see if someone was, like, dragged through here, or maybe she left a mark or something like that?
I guess at that point it'd just be searching tracks. But if this would be an animal pen, then we'd see a lot of animal tracks through here. So, would that be a survival check?
Well, could we just send Jerusha ahead and scout?
What do you have against my weasel, Shaggy?
It's not alive.
It is alive.
It's not. It's fucking tin and metal.
But she's sentient. Read my bio, motherfucker.
All
Okay,
I hear are
listen,
clicks.
Jerusha.
You gonna send Jerusha ahead? Sorry, wait.
Yeah, I'll send her ahead.
All right. Okay. So your weasel heads out, and you get the sense of confusion as it arrives at a crossroads and isn't sure which way you want it to go.
Awesome.
Not a crossroads, but a junction. You can go directly north, or it can travel directly eastwards.
So, guys, we got another split.
Of course we do.
Well, send it south, and then we'll oh, never mind, not south. Right.
Alright. Go right, Jerusha. Click, click, click.
All right. Okay, so and once again, it seems to be somewhat a little confused for two reasons. One, it splits yet again. It can hear there's a junction where it travels a little northwards. Let's move up so chat can see as well. Or it kind of opens up into a much larger chamber if it heads south.
Are we just gonna go this way anyway?
She seems confused again. There must be another path.
Okay, so are we just gonna go right here and just see it out, or?
I think that's probably our best move.
Yeah. Do you ever think that maybe going up is probably going to lead back around to the other path?
It's possible.
All right. Okay. So you venture into the room. Once again, there was a large stalagmite, stalactite pillar right here in the center. There's a small corridor that seems to lead northwards in the corner, and it also appears to open up and go further south from here as well.
Well, we're already facing south. You want to keep going there?
Let's do it. Yeah.
All right. So you send your weasel continuing heading that direction?
Just keep your eyes behind us too.
Everybody stop. I can see an orc from where I'm standing.
Okay, are you going to tell Jerusha to stop?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to have Jerusha move back behind this wall here. Over here.
Okay. All right. So yes, you do catch a glimpse of a large, skulking orc that seems to be waiting quietly in the shadows behind the corner of the wall. You only just happened to see him, so it's quite possible you just saved your weasel's life.
Alright, I'm going to take a few steps to the side, and I'm going to touch Jash
Okay.
with displacement.
All right. So Jash now has displacement, which gives him a 50% miss chance on him.
Is there a chance you want me to get a few shots off before we go?
I don't know, dude. That's what probably brought the one on the other two orcs after us.
No, not with my gun. With my bow.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that shit. Yeah, let's do that.
All right. So just so you know, so basically you have 6 rounds of that displacement on you, Jash.
Okay.
All right, so you're gonna go to that corner quietly, Daleth, and try to plug it a couple of times.
You said it's.
I might be able to sneak up on him too.
I don't think you can see it from there.
Okay, see where I was standing? He's
Yeah.
right around that bend up there, and he's not a ranged orc. I saw an axe. I mean, he could have a ranged weapon, but
Okay.
Was he facing our direction?
he's waiting for us.
All right, maybe if I just hide around the corner and Daleth can draw him out with his bow. If he comes forward at us, I can jump around and catch him.
And we can both get the jump on
A
it.
good idea.
All right.
Josh, when he comes for
Is that
me,
Marigold?
Yeah.
when he comes for me, be around the corner, trip him, and then I'll plug him.
Have Jerusha
Yeah, all right.
climb up on Jash. She's
So-
ready.
I'm quite loudly, when Josh gets in position, going to move pretty obviously in sight.
I mean, you guys have been having the orc probably doesn't understand you, but y'all have just been having a fairly loud conversation, so it's pretty obvious he's aware that you're here.
Do I sound loud to you?
You don't. You were whispering clearly, but nobody else was. So.
So yeah, I'm gonna walk here with the bow notched. I can't obviously see since my light source left me, but the second they get within this range, I'm gonna fire if he charges me.
Okay.
Oh, that's
So you're
true. I am lit
poised
up
and
like a
ready.
fucking
Yeah.
Christmas tree. You can
And
probably see
I'm
us.
just waiting for someone to come around the corner to spring the trap.
Okay.
But I'm gonna be standing there quite
Kind of
obviously.
doing the same.
It's ironic, really, because you've got Jash is hiding around one side of the corner, and the orc is hiding around the other side of the corner.
I can't see him, so I don't
and
know.
they're both waiting to ambush each other.
So if nothing happens, I'm gonna say, "Come on, you fuck." I'm gonna say it quasi loudly,
Okay.
at least to him, who I know is over there.
Right. In Orcish or
No, I don't know Orcish.
okay, there you go. You
Can't
speak
see
loudly in his general direction, but he does not respond.
So I'm gonna fire a shot, not at him, because I can't see, but just that way, basically.
Okay.
Just fire a shot and re-notch.
All right. Okay, you fire a shot. It obviously you can't hit him, so you do so when it hits the wall, and then suddenly, surprise! Charging round the corner, he comes out, but also another one that was waiting around the other corner is joining him. So they come charging out in force, side by side.
I did one
so-
shot, but do I get my second shot?
Yep, give me a second.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what I want. We want that. Okay. Okay, so as they come out, you can have your second shot at one of them. And obviously, you were poised and ready, Jash, so you get to take a swipe as well. All right, okay, so as this orc with the club comes running forward, you let your second arrow go that was already knocked and waiting. Hits him for 4. Jash, take a swipe.
And this would be
Then
a
we shall roll
trip-
some initiatives.
this will be a trip attack since that's what Daleth wanted me to do. Try to get him off his feet.
Okay. It will hit, so now you can make the attempt to trip.
Yes. And that's a strength? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Sorry. I can't remember what it was.
And you have improved trip.
Yes.
It's strength plus 4 plus 2, right?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
just added to yours. Yeah.
Yes, so I can't add those to this. So this is going to be a straight roll, and then we'll add it manually, right?
Correct, because you can't.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not part of the macro.
Just making sure we're on the same page.
All right. So.
Ooh.
So then you add the 4.
So
is 12
plus the
the
6.
14.
Right.
Ugh.
2, 14.
Okay. Roll low. Ah!
Oh,
Oh,
oh, what
that's
a
not happening.
beautiful modifier.
So.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Hang on. No, that's not right. That should be a 8, but it still beats you.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So you basically swipe to try to tangle his legs. Unfortunately, it's not a particularly clear shot as he takes a huge stride and pretty much steps straight over top of it.
Okay.
Okay. Now we will be resolving their rush attacks, which are both going to be counted as charges. And then it will be regular initiatives. All right, the first one is going to be charging in and attempting to waylay Daleth with his bonus for charge. He still misses, luckily for Daleth.
Oh, thank God.
Massive club. Daleth ducks at the last minute as the club goes into the stone. The other one won't be an actual charge attack because he didn't have the range to create a charge. He just leaps around the corner, ha-ha, clang, and bounces off your shield. Okay.
Sorry,
Regular
can you check
attacks now ensue with initiatives.
Can you check BNet for me?
I can.
Thank you.
Hey!
Hey,
yeah,
nice.
that's possible. Ooh, Daleth, very nice.
Nice.
You get a 20.
Natural 20.
That was supposed to happen when he attacked.
Oh, okay. You wanted him to do it when he attacks. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Go ahead. He would have to basically make a successful jump followed by the attack. Then. Go ahead and make a jump roll for your weasel.
Yay.
Does it have any? I don't know what it has for a jump skill. Do you
Oh, and I also gave him the magic thing. If that,
the weasel
yeah,
How long does that last?
it's until the next attack.
gave it magic what?
Magic Fang
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
in the previous session. Yeah.
that's right. Yeah, you did. Okay.
Is he still holding that charge of?
Technically,
no.
no.
Doesn't last, right?
No, it
Yeah,
lasts until the next time that.
Yeah, the next time I cast.
So,
Okay.
but because Rush has cast since then no.
It doesn't show anything for jump.
It doesn't have a jump skill. Does it have a dex modifier?
Doesn't have any modifiers.
Okay, it should have.
Her dex is 12, if that helps.
Okay. All right. So that's probably with a 12. It's basically a touch attack. So yes. Okay, that'd be enough. Right. So basically, she jumps off of Jash's shoulder and onto the orc. All right. Now it can make a bite attack.
Nice.
That's a +4.
All right. Try as you may. Unfortunately, what does the magical fang do?
It gives it another +1, I believe,
On the damage or to hit or both?
to both.
Okay. That still won't be enough. It can't. Basically, he's not able to bite down hard enough to penetrate the armor on the orc. But by default, it's now on the orc unless the orc makes an action to try to grapple it and get it off. Okay. Yeah. Initiative. So let me look. See what you got. So Daleth.
Should I roll for Jerusha?
20. Yep. Go ahead and roll for Jerusha. Daleth got a 23, but
Josh.
got a 26.
I think she has the same initiative plus as me.
Alright, Rush got a 20. Physic,
Yeah, she's got the same as me +2.
gotcha, 18. Then it'll be Marigold. So Jerusha will go last.
Yeah, she got a 5.
Yep. And we'll make a roll for the orcs. Who are going... Oh, that's ignored. I'm going to take 3 off of that. So that's actually a 14. Which puts them... there. Okay. All right, so now we're actually in a regular round of combat. MC resub 28 months. Much love, appreciate it,
thanks,
buddy.
MC.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Chief.
MC.
Take your pants off. Hit the hype. All right. Yeah. So top of the round, we see Jash with the opportunity to act first.
So I'm gonna swing at him again, undeterred that I wasn't able to trip this guy.
Those orcs. That's what I was looking for.
No.
I'm gonna go ahead and alter the Satch cam because he's a little bit up.
Oh, yeah, that's why I was leaning.
Oh, okay.
I can
Well, no,
adjust
but
it.
it's a little off as well. So because of where I
Okay.
recapped it, that's my fault. Okay. You swipe and you miss, unfortunately. All right, Daleth.
Dropping my longbow because it's right in my face. Using my movement action to draw my weapons and doing one melee attack with a throwing axe.
All right.
And hitting
you
it
will not hit the target with that, sir.
for none because I missed.
All right, Rush, you're up, buddy. All right, you're gonna try hypnotism. Okay.
Cool.
You gesture and droning incantations fascinate nearby creatures. Roll 2d4 to see how many total hit dice you affect. You need to roll well. That isn't well.
Oh.
It's getting flashbacks.
Okay, unfortunately, these are all a little bit too robust for such a thing.
Oh.
But it was an interesting attempt. It could have worked. Totally could have worked. Just not with that roll. Fessick. Baby on board.
Yeah, I'm holding a baby. It's hard to operate a sling with one hand. It's like you need both. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find a place to put the baby.
Where'd you want to put it? Where'd you want to stick the kid?
Where do I stick the kid? There's a little nook behind all of us, but if any of us fall back, we'd hurt the baby. If I put the baby up there, then this turn's gonna take too long with me just questioning where to put it. If I put it too far out of sight, it's gonna be a problem. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, up here between the stalactite.
So
and
basically, you turn around, put the
the
baby down a
stalagmite
couple of
column,
feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be like, be good. And
Good.
actually, I have very little faith in my sling. It's never done much. It does 1d3 max. So I'm just gonna try and work my way into this crowd to see if I can support in any which way. But
Alrighty.
that's all I can really
Let
do. For
this. So what? You want to try to use your sling?
Nah. My
Okay, I was
sling's
going to
terrible.
say
I'm
because that
pulling
might
out
be
the
a little bit
falchion.
futile if you get right
Yeah,
up in the middle of all of those.
I'm pulling out
creatures.
the falchion basically, and I mean, with us being tiny gnomes, I'm thinking maybe I'll be able to squeeze my way up there and poke in every once in a while. But
I really don't think. I mean, you've got with the amount of all three of them there.
yeah,
I think you're going to have to kind of be this side of Marigold to make that a thing.
okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Alrighty.
Still want to kind of hide behind the mountain of Manjashes.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be sticking out. You can definitely like
you know,
poke out and have the
like
stabs,
line
but
fighting, you know, you just go, huh,
yeah.
and then you step back.
There you
And then
go.
huh,
Alright.
You know?
then have at thee,
Okay.
gnomish boy.
I'm gonna do my best.
Have at thee.
No bonuses. That's a lot of.
Oh! Oh,
not a crit.
not
Would've
a
been nice,
crit.
wouldn't it?
Oh no!
I rolled a
but
20.
you did. You
So good,
give it
though.
a sting for 4.
Oh, good roll.
So there we go. No, that was good damage for you.
Yeah.
All right, the orcs. Well, seeing as this orc really still only has Daleth to worry about. Sorry, Daleth. You're all on your own.
Ooh.
Oh,
Fortunately, once again, you're able to sidestep the mighty
that
yet
scared
slow
me,
swing
man.
of
Don't
the
do
claw.
that.
At 18.
That
Alright.
18. Fuck.
Okay, this orc is not going to attack. He is going to try to grapple Jerusha
Ooh.
and get it off of him. Because he doesn't like the
D20
fact that there's a
minus 10.
strange metal... Oh my gosh! I think
That
he's
is still
going to
gonna be
fail.
enough. That's still gonna be enough. Right?
Did he drop his weapon while trying to do this?
No, probably
Yeah.
not. It's not an attack roll.
Yeah.
Nice try. Thatch,
yeah.
nice try.
I'm just trying to give us as much of an edge as I can. I'm 7
Let's see,
HP.
hang on.
Sir, over his shoelace?
What's Jerusha's grapple? Like, being
hold on a
tiny
second.
creature. Oh, okay.
Alright, so basically... Okay, so basically it could be grappled. To remove an attack weasel through grapple, the opponent must achieve a pin against the creature. So it has to beat it by... It's going to pretty much... it's going to do really well. Jerusha's grapple is a straight D20.
Oof.
But he has to double it. So... yeah. So you roll a spook, you roll a D20 for Jerusha. Yeah, that weasel ain't
Nice.
going nowhere. That weasel is going nowhere, which means he doesn't get to make an attack, and it doesn't help him at all because he's still going to get weasel bit next round. Okay, yay for weasels. Marigold, somebody want to make an attack or an action for her?
I think she would help me because I'm
Yeah.
all alone.
Yeah, no,
I'm being
absolutely,
selfish
definitely.
right now, but you
No,
know.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what she would do
definitely.
for
Would
sure.
just run in and take the side there. Yeah.
Oh phew! I'm not alone
phew.
anymore. I was being
At
totally
least
selfish.
there's somebody else that
Oh,
might get
phew.
hit.
Yeah, do an attack, guys. Whoever.
I'll pull it up.
Okay.
Now her attack, she just gets the. I'm trying to figure out. This sheet isn't physics. Mace, heavy, masterwork, longsword. That sounds more like it. Yeah, weapon full attack, no flank, and no additional bonus. No additional damage. Full attack. Yes or no? No, because move.
Nice.
All right.
Good roll.
It's damage.
It's a hit.
It's a thing.
Likely. You don't know until Core says so.
That is a hit, yep, for 4. Alright, so yep, that's another blow for that one. Alright. Let's see where we are at. It would be the Weasel's turn. Jerusha, you're up.
Do it.
Possible Weasel crit.
Come on, weasel crit.
It's a crit!
Yay!
Natural 20.
Bang!
Bang bonus.
Alright, so it gets +1 damage, so you get to roll the dice twice, which means technically it's just 2 instead of 1.
Yeah.
+1, so it does 3 points of damage with a bite.
Weasel crit.
Hey,
And that's the crit. Let's go.
That's the crit. That's beautiful.
Let's go.
unfortunately, weasels don't do more than like a point of damage. Of course, he can always let loose a static charge for an additional D3. If you want to do that. Oh, there you go, 3. So that's actually a bite for 6.
All right.
6
It's
points of
just
damage
okay.
from a weasel crit. Very nice.
I approve.
That's about a gnome's worth of damage, so that's, that's good.
Okay. Good job, Jerusha. So back to Jash.
Seeing this little weasel destroy this gigantic orc, I'm gonna take another swing at it.
All right.
Oh man.
Not with a 14, buddy.
God.
Unfortunately not.
Oof.
What about Daleth?
Using 2-weapon fighting,
Your two
Two
hand
throwing
axes, your
axes?
2 hatchet sits.
I get 3 attacks in, and I'm gonna be nicking at him, basically, if I hit. So.
Well, the first one's a miss. Then there's
And then it's a
technically
fumble.
So we'll resolve your fumble first. Your weapon flies from your hand and lands 1d10 feet away from you in a random direction. Okay.
But that was my main hand weapon, so my other weapon.
So the other one will still count. So it's 5 feet, and it's in a random.
Roll a 360-sided die. See which way it
1,
goes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's actually going. So it starts at north and ticks round. So basically, you swing at the orc. The axe goes flying past the orc and lands on the ground behind him right here.
And then frustrated, my offhand attack
Hits him for 5.
for 5. It's like, "Argh."
All right, there you go. Okay.
Damn it.
All right, Rush, you're up. Tie them together and get weasel chucks.
I need gopher chucks.
You can make 2 of them and tie them by the tail. What you thinking?
Muted. I think you're muted. Okay.
Not sure.
Where?
Oh, flare. Nice.
Where? Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, yep. Alright, you're going to cast Flare. Fortitude negates, difficulty 13. Cantrip creates a burst of light. If you can cause the light to burst directly in front of a single creature, that creature is dazzled for 1 minute unless it makes a successful Fortitude save. Pretty obvious that that's what you're doing. Okay, Fortitude save. Difficulty is 13. Fortitude is kind of a thing. You know, the orc's better saves, however. Being all tough and fortitude-y. But he could still well fail, but does not. So no effect. Good, a nice, interesting attempt though, for sure. All right, Fisick.
I'm gonna have to continue my rounds here. Continue to swipe at him and hide.
Worked well last
like a
time.
hero.
Okay.
Fighting like a hero.
Hey.
What's with all the dice?
It's because of the way it. I
Oh,
don't
no,
know
I'm
why
rolling
it
against
rolls
marigolds,
so many,
but yeah.
but yeah, that's a hit for 4. So
Okay.
good job.
Doing like
Continue.
little,
Just
little
gonna whittle
nicks.
him down.
Between
Whittle
you
him down.
and Jerusha, you're getting him. Slowly but surely. The small things are taking him out. Okay, it is the Orcish's turn. Alright, this orc has 2 targets. 1 or a 2. 1 or a 2 is Marigold. 3 or a 4, it's Daleth. Marigold.
Yay!
Yes.
I'm so happy.
You bastard.
What's Marigold's AC with the thing? Oh,
It's
Higher than that.
Way higher than that.
1 plus 4, 5.
Yeah, she's pretty tank right now. Alright, the other one, he's still... Okay, seeing as how much that weasel hurts, he's going to do something completely different this turn. He is going to make a run for it down the corridor, weasel attached. So, as he's running, he's trying to hurl the weasel loose. So he's going to make a grapple against the weasel, which will be.
Does Josh get an attack?
Yeah, we're going to
I was
resolve
gonna- I was
those in a
gonna
second.
wait.
So first of all, roll your d20. You only need to roll 7 or higher. Yep, and he still doesn't lose
Nice.
the weasel, which means that all 3 of you, as he leaves combat, can make an attack of opportunity if you so
Yes.
wish.
I do
course I do.
wish.
So, okay. So, yeah, go ahead, Jash. Let's get your attack of
Jash.
opportunity.
Okay.
Give him a little flail action.
Oh.
Let's see.
From
Well,
behind? Or maybe?
that is exactly enough to hit.
Yes.
He doesn't
Yay!
get a
Oh,
shield
wow.
bonus, and and you're attacking from behind. So, yep, you belt him for 6. All right, Physic, do you wish to take a poke at this dude?
You know I
Poke.
do.
Good enough for a poke.
Not enough to get a
Aw.
poke in. And is there anything that Rush has available to do as a attack of opportunity?
I keep my whole camera on my belt.
Hook
Sorry?
hammer time. It's hook hammer time.
Oh, hook hammer time. There you go. And that's a hit.
Nice.
Nice.
So roll
Take
your
him
hook hammer
down. Make him sad.
Plus my strength.
damage. It is plus your strength. For 5,
Alright.
not bad.
That is a strong little gnome, buddy.
Okay. Marigold gets to act.
Should probably just attack again, yeah?
Yeah,
I
probably.
imagine. You want to roll again, Satch?
Yeah.
Or-
Say,
yeah,
and she'll
yeah.
say, "She's getting away." Sorry, that was not even an accent.
There's.
That wasn't even an
my.
accent. That was
That was
just.
great.
He's getting away again.
That
you
was
go.
better.
That's much better than what I
That
just said.
sounded like her. It's a hit, just. Alright, she belts him for 8 points. Alright, both of these orcs are definitely looking worse for wear. However, one orc is still at the mercy of the weasel. So
Weasel.
Jerusha gets to make an automatic attack, which is 1 point of damage. Plus, is the Fang still working? What was the duration on Fang?
I'll bring it back up because I'm not entirely
Yeah,
sure.
let's see it.
60 minutes, 50 minutes, right?
Magic. Bang. Here he is.
Oh, hell, 5 hours?
5 hours.
Oh.
He's just like permanently better.
It's like an upgrade
Yeah, that's pretty good.
on attack
Alright.
and damage rolls. Yep. So additional point of damage. So he's going to do 2 points of damage by default. Electrical charge for D3. All right, roll it for another one. So that still does a total of 3 points. I'd hate to be this orc because there's just a metal weasel just jumping down on your neck, and you're like, "Cut it off!" And no matter what you try, it just runs around the other side and bites you even harder. All right, Jash.
I'm gonna chase after him and get behind him and attack him.
All right.
I'm not letting him get away. Do I
Okay,
get
well,
any?
I didn't finish his move action,
I'm
so
sorry,
you're
I
gonna
thought
have
you
to. I'm gonna move him to where he would have been.
Okay,
And if you wish to follow him that far,
I do.
you go right ahead.
Okay.
See, Physic comes up beside me. He's not holding the baby, is he?
No, Physic is not holding the baby.
Did I
Where the
lose it?
fuck is the baby?
I set him on. Oh God.
Did he go this way? Did I lose him?
Wait, what's so gone?
He's going for the water. I'll be right back.
Oh, Jesus, Physic.
Yes, a 1-year-old can now crawl at a very slow speed. It's now mobile, so you can't just sit it down and expect it to stay put. It's moving.
The baby's gone.
Okay. That's
Alright, so-
me, though.
What I've
Before we do
seen-
that, let's see what Jash is doing.
Would I've seen which way he went?
Well, you know he ran down here, but this chamber seems to open up pretty large. So,
Yeah.
it's up to you. You want to run into the dark of the big chamber by yourself, or are you thinking maybe that's not the move for you right now?
No, I'm definitely not going to do that.
Okay. So you move halfway down here.
Yeah.
So from there, that's about
Can I?
15 feet. So you want to backpedal some?
Yeah, I want to see if I can turn back around and get into where I can attack.
You
this
won't
orc.
be able to attack, but you can get back
No?
too.
Okay.
At the very least, you could give them flanking.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Of course, Jerusha is somewhere in the dark with the nasty creature thing. But back up here, yes, the baby was put down here, and it has slowly began to crawl across the ground. Okay, Daleth,
Well, with the flanking and seeing him return, I'm
you only
doing
have
my
one
little.
axe, remember, currently,
Oh, that's right, I do.
because the other one went. You swung at it, he parried your forearm, the axe
Yep.
come loose out of your hand and buzzed over and landed on the ground behind y'all.
So
Behind him.
switching hands. Can I do that pretty quickly without any real penalty for my offhand to
yeah.
my main hand? Okay, so I'm just going to do my full attack with one remaining axe in my hand.
Alright, you get a hit in for a couple of points.
That I did not include flanking, so that's actually 15. But
Okay, yeah, it's still only one hit.
for 2. Yeah.
Alrighty, Daleth. That was your attack. So, Rush. You're muted.
It's okay, I was talking to myself anyway.
Are you moving in there to hook hammer the dude? Alright, think... not quite... Yeah, you're not quite in a position to get to achieve a flanking bonus. Alright, no cigar on that one. Physic. Also muted.
I'm gonna go collect a baby.
Okay, go for it.
I told you to be good.
It is being good. It's a baby.
Babies are inherently evil alignment. Just be real.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah.
so you go and you pick it up as it's like, and just patting you in the face.
Okay, so I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna have a parenting moment here in the middle of an orc fight. I'm just gonna bring him up to the water, show him the water, and then splash him with the water and see how he reacts.
He giggles inanely, like.
Fucking babies. Fucking babies.
Yes, now it knows to go and climb in the water any chance it gets. Alright, the remainder of the orcs. Well, once again, this orc is trying to hurl loose his mechanical vermin menace. 18, so this time you need to roll a 10 or higher. And he still can't lose it.
Yes.
Best weasel ever.
All right, but he will continue his movement. In Orcish, he's screaming, "Get it off! Get it off!" What is this thing? Get it off! All right, the remaining orc, who is not looking very happy, is surrounded. He is going to kind of move himself back to the wall. Pretty much, he just pulls his shield up onto Jash's side to be more defensive, and then just takes a huge swing at one of the two on his right. 1, 2, Marigold, 3, 4, Daleth. And he swipes at Marigold.
Yes.
That's ideal.
Jeez.
That's
I'm
good.
so happy.
And also misses the target. Okay. Marigold,
Marigold.
it is her chance to retaliate. This orc is seriously injured. He's backed against the wall. He's surrounded. A sensible person might even try to surrender. Of course, he's an orc, so he's not sensible.
Kill it. Marigold.
Kill it.
She strikes, lunging forward, impaling him to the wall. He is dead. Marigold,
Yes.
the Orc Slayer, strikes again. All right, Jerusha. Automatically does 1 point of damage, plus 1 from the Fang is 2. Static Bolt or no? All right, D3. For 2.
Okay.
All right, so it's a total of 4 points of damage. Our orcish friend is not happy. All right, what do you guys want to do? You know that somewhere in the dark is another orc.
I'm gonna pick up my bow and retrieve my other axe, stow
Okay.
the axes, wield the bow, and say, "Rush, lead the way."
Jerusha.
Yeah, I can't say anything.
All right, Jerusha seems to be kind of in that weird weaselish static, kind of ecstatic kill frenzy right now. It's unless you tell it to stop attacking, that's the only thing that's on its mind is mass murder.
So yeah, we're gonna pursue it, I believe.
Yeah, I'm following along as soon as I pick up this baby. I'm not gonna leave the baby.
Yeah, no, that's fine. You pick up the baby, you move,
Okay.
and I'll move the baby.
Okay.
Here, you know what? Screw this. There, Physic. You can now control the baby.
Well, where's the baby? Oh, there's the baby. The baby's... I can't see what the baby can see, so it's hard to see the baby. Okay, there we go.
Alright, here. I can do this for you to make it easier to see the baby. I will make the baby illuminate.
Use the baby to scout.
There. Now you can see the baby. Alright, okay. So you guys are heading into the dark. Okay,
So-
once again, the orc will attempt, as he charges in the direction that he is charging, to lose his weaselish friend. That's for chat. Okay. Once again, okay, finally he manages to get a good hand on the weasel. You need a
12?
13 or higher.
13 or higher. Okay.
Alright, this time he does finally manage to grab the weasel and he just flings it off of his shoulder. The weasel goes flying through the air. It will basically falling off the cliff face here that it is, so it's going to take a little damage.
That being said, did Jerusha's HP go up on a level?
I think it does, yeah. Oh, that's... Why did it roll 2d4? Because I said /R1d4. What did it roll? 6 plus... I don't know what the second one rolled, but that would be correct. Okay, yeah, Jerusha takes 8 points of impact damage as he bounces off the ground.
Okay, so it really matters how much her HP went up.
Okay, so it is a familiar. So it would have, I believe it has half your hit points or its own based on race, whichever is higher. So what is half of your hit points?
Round it up or down?
You will round up.
That'd be 16.
Alright, so it has 16 hit points then. Oh no, it says
Okay,
rounded
shit.
down, sorry. Rounded down.
Okay. 15.
15. So yeah, still okay.
Yeah, she's fine.
Alright. You know, it's got a few dents in it. That's the only problem with a mechanical weasel. It can't heal naturally. You have
Well,
to
I
heal.
had to ask because originally her HP was 8.
Alright, yeah, no, that was... Yeah, it's half your hit points or its racial hit points, whichever is highest. So that's 15 for her right now. Okay. Yes, indeed. So she will need some mechanical repair if to be returned to normal. All right. Back to you guys. What do you want to do? I'm assuming after that you want Jerusha to make its way to you.
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Okay, baby posse. What do you want to do? We're going to rename this stream Adventures in Babysitting.
Well, I'd move up. I imagine everyone
Babysitter's Club.
Yeah.
Yep.
would as well, with my bow in hand,
Okay.
Yes.
to kill this final orc.
All right. Everybody do your movement and move up if you're moving.
Yeah.
If you're
I'm
not
setting up
moving,
the
then
rear.
don't move.
I was about here.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have gone.
Obviously, just make your single move. Don't do more than one move at this point.
Oh, well, I'd be heading
Going
up
this
on
way.
the rear, whatever that
I
is.
mean, 30 for me.
She's up with. Oh, no, that's not.
I would've
That's
been
not
this
who I'm
way.
selecting. She's up with them.
Yeah. So move up a total of whatever your max move is for that turn.
That'd be hers
Holy
is.
shit.
So that would be right here.
God, I'm jumping everywhere. Hold on. I was about what? Like,
She was here.
where the fuck was I?
There
Back here.
goes-
Probably about here, I think, somewhere around there, give or
Does-
take.
Marigold moves 30, so that's about right. And then, yeah, I'm
You'd
just.
be
pinging
right next
back.
to me, basically.
Okay, so you're just staying back in the corridor there.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Okay.
that.
I'll
I'm
zoom
gonna
out a bit.
say it goes up.
Okay.
I feel like I would know that since Drew's just fucking fell like a mole.
Let's have a look. That is what Jash currently sees. What does Marigold see? Not much of anything either. Okay. So we have our friends here. All right, who's at the front? That would be Jash. All right, Jash, somewhere in the dark, kind of ahead of you and possibly above you, you hear a "Aching!" And then you hear a "Pshing!" as something ricochets off your shield.
Damn.
Okay.
All right. What do you guys want to do? I know half of you
Shouting
can't
after
see
the
shit
orc
right
in
now.
Orcish.
Something is shooting at us.
What else is
Whose turn is it to move?
All of you's. It's y'all's turn because none of you are making any kind of attack action that turn because you don't think anyone can see anything to attack. So, unless any of
can't.
you are doing any kind of other action,
Yeah, I'm shouting this way, and then in Orcish I'm like, don't run away, you coward.
okay. So Rush is yelling this way and heading over to the side of the room.
Marigold would join right alongside.
Yeah, I would too. If I'm gonna. Yeah, that's what I'll do.
So
Yeah, I'm
that's
basically
about
following
30
as
there.
well. Yeah.
Can you see?
I'm gonna kind of head up against this wall, so I'm not far away
Okay,
from everyone,
stepping
but not.
through the
Yeah.
bones. All
Like I
right.
do.
Let's see. Who can see what? None of you guys can still see shite by the looks of it. Nope. Okay.
I can see the edge of something.
All right. So you hear somewhere in the distance something go like. And that's about all. Your turn to move again.
That's a pretty good move. So
I'm gonna move over to the side and wind Jerusha up.
yeah,
Okay.
Marigold's gonna charge forward.
So Jerusha's come to you. You're gonna.
Oh shoot, can't see shit.
You can't.
Okay, so you basically pull Jerusha over, and you're gonna spend. It takes three rounds to wind Jerusha fully, but it only probably needs about a round and a half. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's
that's
not-
Marigold can't see you without rush
Well,
there.
shit, can I move while I do this?
Technically, yeah, you can walk along going. do that.
Alright, well,
I mean, you couldn't really run and do it, but you could walk and do it. So you could do half your
I'm gonna
movement.
walk up behind her just to give her enough light.
Okay. All right. So she can see. Oh yeah, she can see a couple of orkies right in front of her.
Moving a little bit to get better positioning, I can get a shot off with my longbow.
You can see them.
Which is the one that was running away? Can I tell? I mean, I can sort of tell that.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's what I figure. So I'm going to shoot at that one.
All right.
Just to take it down.
Jash. Jash can see him as well. So you can all
Yep.
see them up there.
Okay.
All right, Daleth. You let
Nice.
loose with your
Nice.
longbow. The arrow thuds solidly into his chest. He stumbles back against the wall, clutching the arrow, and then slumps to the ground dead.
Nice. That's what you get for messing with weasels.
All right, Jash. Technically, you would be up next.
Okay.
The only reason he went before you is because he's got a ranged weapon. So
That's fine. I definitely wouldn't be able to reach him yet, so I'm just gonna. Seeing Marigold looking like a tree, I'm just gonna run up behind her and
Okay.
just kind of get behind her like that.
We're such horrible people.
Well,
all right. Hey.
she's got
She's
bark
the sick
skin,
one.
man. What do you want?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Rush. So you're spending your turn actually winding your weasel, right?
Yeah, you
Yes.
are.
Physic.
Keeping the baby happy,
Okay.
not letting him walk around in the bones because that's how you get disease.
All right. The
tetanus,
orc
that's how you get
reloaded
tetanus.
last round, so he is going to let loose with his heavy crossbow, firing once. This time he's firing at Marigold because she's really the only thing that's logical for him to shoot at. Ka-ching!
Ooh,
What's
that
her-
is.
That's a hit.
I think
on
so.
her
Is
AC is her AC with the bark skin is higher than that.
It could be. What is her normal
because
AC?
the barks it's 21 and then she gets +4.
Let's have a look here. Marigold, what's your AC, my dear? Okay, she has. How does she have a 21? Let's see. Her dex is. That's not right because her dex modifier is -1.
Oh, so she just doesn't have her stats in right. That's cool. Oh, sorry, I'm messing with it.
Hang on. So let's go back here. That's nowhere near right because you get 5 AC, 5 from the armor. That'll bring her to 4. So she'd be at 14. 2 from the heavy. So she'd be at 16. So why does she have?
She has a ring of protection.
That's what I'm looking at. Ring of protection gives her 1. So she has 5 from her armor, 2 from her shield. And now she's got a miscellaneous of 4. What's the 4 from?
That might be the. She might have already put it
Oh,
in.
that's with it. Okay, she's added it. So 21
Okay.
is her AC with the spell.
Okay. So yeah, it's
That's
just
why. She put the -4 in as a miscellaneous. Okay. Thanks, Marigold. Thanks a lot. Okay, so yes, that is a hit. Okay.
Okay.
I was looking, I was like, holy crap, how'd she have that high an AC with a bad dex?
Yeah.
All right, and she's plugged for 7.
That's not bad.
She's still absolutely fine. She's been hogging all the HP this whole time. So.
Yeah.
All right. It is her turn.
Charging forward then, and attacking with the sword.
Okay.
That's ominous.
Okay,
That's not good.
that's
Oh,
a big
what the
boy.
When did Thrall get here?
I don't know,
Oh.
but apparently he decided to wreck my maps at the same time. Damn you, Thrall! Damn you
Oh,
to
boy.
hell!
Oh shit!
Nakia, thanks for the cheer, buddy. 500 points of cheer. Much love. Appreciate that, dude. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and fix this. Yeah, so out of the dark, you hear a loud roar followed by an absolutely massive orc. He has this, possibly one of the biggest two-handed axes you've ever seen. It is, it's overly large. It's like not even practically large. Clearly, only the fact that he is about 8.5 feet tall, has massive, ginormous, raised, grotesquely deformed muscles, leave it to be possible that anybody could wield such an overly cumbersome beast. Yet, as big as he is, you don't doubt that he is able to. Alright, he charges forward, comes flying round the corner with the axe raised, letting out an almighty war cry as he wields the thing, swinging it with incredible speed and power in a downward spiral towards poor Marigold.
Did I just kill Jane?
And we will stop it there for the night. Well met. I'm Gorbad, the Dungeon Master here on How We Roll, as well as the author of thedmsblog.com, where you can find lots of fun and interesting articles for both Dungeon Masters and players alike. If you'd like to keep up with the show, follow us on Twitter at How We Roll. Check out our website, www.howweroll.com, and for our past campaigns and for some fun bonus content, follow us on YouTube at, you've guessed it, How We Roll. We hope to see you all again real soon. Cheers, guys.
Oh, hey, it's me, Satchmo. I play Physic here on How We Roll. Like, I got 2 more of these to take care of, so I'm gonna cut it short. But if you want to follow me anywhere, say Twitch or Twitter, it's just Satchmo, and Satchmo just about everywhere. I'm glad you joined us tonight. I hope you come back again sometime. It stinks.
Hey everybody, Shagget here. I play a character on How We Roll. I'm not going to tell you who I play because if they die, I'm going to have to redo it. I've already done it once, never again. Follow me on Twitter at aneb_convos, and I'll see you guys on How We Roll.
And that's how air works. What a good story. And I also hope you enjoyed today's story on How We Roll. I'm Jane and I played. If you want to follow me on social media, I do have a Twitter and it is Jane on Twitch with a 0, not no. That's all I have to say, so peace suckers, bye!
Roll the clip. Hello everyone, I play Jash Windstriker, a level 5 human fighter. And I really like playing him because he does really cool stuff all the time. And there you have it. You guys can follow me on Twitter at MattySweetTweet. And thank you so much for watching every Monday and Thursday. You guys are the best. I'm having a fantastic time on How We Roll so far, even though my character first ever got killed off. No big deal. No problem. We'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I am the Dragon Spooker, and for you and How We Roll this time, I'm playing Rush Brinkery, the Nomian engineering sorcerer. If you don't get enough with me on the show, then you can follow me on Twitter at Dragon Spooker. You can also check out my channel, which I should be streaming more in here in the future with my new rig this year, at twitch.tv/thedragonspooker. I'll see you next episode.